Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Nagaland Chief Secretary Temjen passes away this evening. He was 56. Prime Minister Narendra Modi lauds role of National Cadet Corps in service of nation. Budget session of Parliament begin tomorrow. First budget in the history to be in paperless form. And Nagaland Health Department gears up for National Immunization Day on Sunday. Nagaland Chief Secretary Temjen has passed away this evening at his residence in Kohima. He was 56. Born in 1964, Doi is survived by his wife and 4 children. Doi was diagnosed with cancer last year. Nagaland Governor Arun Ravi and Chief Minister Nipirio have expressed sadness over the demise of Temjen. Expressing shock and sadness, Governor Ravi said, "We have lost an able administrator and one of the finest human beings." Chief Minister Nipirio said, "Doi was a humble, upright and a dedicated government servant." Rio said, "His death is a huge loss for the government of Nagaland and for the Nagas as a whole." Also expressing shock on the untimely demise of Temjen, Deputy Chief Minister Y. Button said, Doi served the state government in various capacities as an efficient administrator and ultimately rose to the rank of Chief Secretary. Button said he was responsible in bringing many administrative reforms in the state for which the state government will remain indebted. The Governor, Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister have conveyed their heartfelt condolences to the family. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has lauded the role of National Cadet Corps (NCC) in the service of the nation, adding that from floods to any other natural disasters, the cadets have helped the people during such calamities. Addressing the NCC rally in New Delhi today, he said, "During the COVID-19 period, likes of cadets worked with the administration and society across the country." Modi said the government has made efforts to see that the role of NCC cadets is further expanded. He said with a view to strengthen the security network in the border and coastal areas, the participation of NCC are being boosted. He said NCC has seen a 35% increase in the number of girl cadets and every front of the country's defense forces are being opened for female. He said India's strong daughters are ready to battle it out against the enemies and India needs their bravery. The Prime Minister further said that India will soon be known as a producer of defense equipment instead of being a market as it is today. Earlier, the Prime Minister inspected the Guard of Honour and reviewed the march past by the various NCC contingents. Along with the cultural performance, NCC cadets also presented before the Prime Minister their capabilities in various fields. Modi also distributed awards to the meritorious NCC cadets. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh was also present on the occasion. Union Budget 2021-22, which will be presented on 1st of February, will be the first budget in the history of India in a paperless form. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has also launched a mobile application named Union Budget Mobile App for hassle-free access of the budget documents by members of Parliament and the general public using the simplest form of digital convenience. The mobile app facilitates complete access to 14 Union Budget documents, including annual financial statement, commonly known as budget, demand for grants and finance bill. The app has a user-friendly interface with embedded features of downloading, printing, search, zoom in and out, table of contents, and external links. It is bilingual, English and Hindi, and will be available on both Android and iOS platforms. The app can also be downloaded from the Union Budget web portal www.indiabudget.gov.in. Nagaland will join the rest of the country in the National Immunization Day on Sunday. State Immunization Officer, Department of Health and Family Welfare, Dr. Ritu Toor, said the department is all geared up to administer polio drops to all eligible children from 0 to 5 years throughout the state in 2,206 polio booths to be manned by 9,096 health personnel and 441 supervisors, along with the vaccines and other logistics. Dr. Toro said special focus will be given to migrant population with an aim to prevent importation of polio cases. While expressing gratitude to the public for their cooperation, the department appealed to all sections of society, agencies, both government and non-governmental, including security forces, police organizations, churches, community leaders, especially parents of children below 5 years of age, to come forward and ensure that all eligible children receive the 2 drops of life. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar today said that a face-off events in eastern Ladakh last year have profoundly disturbed India's relationship with China. He said the incident at LAC not only signaled disregard for commitments on minimizing troops, but also showed willingness to preach peace and tranquility. Delivering the keynote address at the 13th All India Conference of China Studies through video conferencing, the minister said, with all the difference and disagreements on the boundary issue with China, the border areas still remained fundamentally peaceful. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. Country's Rafale squadron added 3rd batch of 3 fighter jets which arrived last night after flying non-stop from France. Indian Air Force said the 3rd batch of 3 Rafale aircraft landed at an IAF base. They flew over 7,000 kilometers with in-flight refueling. The new jets will bolster the strength of the Indian Air Force only Rafale squadron, which is based in Ambala. This is the 3rd set of deliveries of aircraft to the IAF. India ordered 36 warplanes from France in September 2016 for 59,000 crore rupees under a government-to-government deal. With the new jets, the number of Rafales in the IAF's inventory has increased to 11. Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Harsh Vardhan chaired the 23rd meeting of the high-level group of ministers on COVID-19 by video conference today. He said that less than 12,000 cases were reported in the last 24 hours and the active caseload has reduced to just 1.73 lakhs. Dr. Harsh Vardhan said India has supported other countries with supply of COVID-19 vaccine during such global public health crisis and trained the personnel of several countries in vaccine administration. The minister added that by being a mitra to the global community, India has earned global trust by supplying indigenously made vaccines at this crucial hour. Nagaland today reported only 1 case of COVID-19 positive from Beren district, along with the recovery of 5 patients, 3 from Mugukchung and 2 in Dimapur. The number of active cases now stands at 52. Out of the total 12,084 confirmed COVID-19 cases, 11,801 persons have recovered from the infection. A special handloom expo organized by Nagaland Handloom and Handicrafts Development Corporation Limited NHHDCL Dimapur was inaugurated today at Urban Hut Dimapur by Chairman of NHHDCL Dimapur, Meato Krose. Altogether, 50 participants from various states of India, including northeast states, are participating in the expo. An exclusive range of handloom and handicraft products, decorative items, and traditional products are on display. The event will open till 10th of February. The expo is being sponsored by the Office of the Development Commissioner, Handlooms, Ministry of Textiles. And as the nation fights COVID-19 pandemic, let us all remember to stay safe and protected by following these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, wash hands frequently with soap and water, or use hand sanitizer, and follow social distancing norms. And now to end the news, here are the main points again. Nagaland Chief Secretary Temjen passes away this evening. He was 56. Prime Minister Narendra Modi lauds role of National Cadet Corps in service of the nation. Budget session of Parliament to begin tomorrow. First budget in the history to be in paperless form. And Nagaland Health Department gears up for National Immunization Day on Sunday. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.